By now you know that I am all in with Dr. Oz for Senate. This guy, look, he's the real deal for sure. I was at another fundraiser lunch with Dr. Oz yesterday, and he gave a speech and answered questions from the attendees. Every time he speaks directly to my issues. Look, I've heard him talk about medical freedom. That's right. You know, the right to be, whether you should be vaccinated or not vaccinated is your choice. I heard him talk about oil and natural gas. That's plenty in this state, and how the Democrats have shut it all down. He promises to open it up all again. I heard him talk about the stupidity of the new Green Deal and how it's impossible to implement. Boy, that's so obvious. Sounds great, but seriously, how are we going to charge all these electric cars? I've also heard him talk about his stance on abortion. And all of this is purely common sense approaches to the real issues that are here in America. The race between the heart doctor and the heartless heart patient is very tight. Why is it tight? Because Democrats don't actually do any research. Can the Democrat do some research? If they did, they would know the man that they're supporting is a thug. His bodyguards are actually murderers. Yes, he actually hired a murderer as a bodyguard. Fetterman has openly said that he would release 1/3 of the population of criminals and doesn't believe in life sentences for murder. Of course not. He can't hire murderers if they're in jail. If this isn't enough, he has openly said that he is still recovering from his stroke, so he can't debate Dr. Oz over the issues in the state. Yet the Democrats actually put signs on their lawns with this thug's name on it. The ironic ones have signs that say, "We stand with Ukraine," next to the Fetterman sign. I could easily see Fetterman being Putin. He's a thug. No, really, he's a thug. This guy even put a shotgun in the face of a black man who Fetterman thought was involved in a robbery. If he was a Republican, that would be being called a racist. This guy also touts raising taxes, but he has dozens and dozens and dozens and dozens of tax liens against him. Typical Democrat. Do as I say, not as I do. He wants you to pay your fair share while he pays no share. Look, if you're listening in Washington to a show in Pennsylvania, please get the word out to vote for Oz in November. If you're listening to in another state, reach out to anyone in this state and make sure they vote for Oz. Not just for Pennsylvania, but for the sake of the country. We can't have another swamp creature in Washington, and Fetterman is a serious swamp creature. And by the lump on his neck, he may be ready to procreate. I wonder what's living in that lump. You guys ever see the movie Alien?